Dear traders, in this lecture I will share with you what are the 3 entries that I use and why actually I use 3 entries. Because I want to diversify the risk. Now, for example, if I am planning to trade 1 Bitcoin or 1 trading lot or whatever quantity you're using on your platform, it is much better to divide it in 3 pieces, even not equal, but not to put it all with 1 entry and for one reason. Okay, so I diversify the risk this way. I enter with a small piece of 16.6% from the whole trading amount that I'm planning to use. The second entry I enter with 33.3%, and the last one I enter with 50%. And probably you saw that I have one trade opened over here, and this is the first trade with 16.6%. And because I am planning to trade one complete Bitcoin, 16% is 0.166. Okay, and where is my first entry? Why I have opened this trade? I will place 2 indicators, or actually with the platform of Overbit it is possible to place it as one. This is the EMA cross, the exponential moving average cross, or it is known as well as crossover. So they just cross over each other, and we have it as a separate moving average exponential. So it's the same thing whether you will place 2 of those or you will place the EMA cross. So let's take the EMA cross, and it's over my chart. And if I zoom it, so let me make it again on a full screen so it will be more visual. You can see that here they are. And actually here I will have 8 and 21. Okay, 9 and 26 come by default, but I will use the 8 and the 21. So the short one is 8 and the long one is 21. Or we can say that the fast EMA is 8 and the slow EMA is 21. As a style, I can make it just a little bit thicker so it will be more visual. Okay, let me increase it one more time. Here it is. I will click on OK. So here I have the green, which is the slow exponential moving average, and the red is the fast one. So my first entry comes when the 2 exponential moving averages cross. And here was the cross after this huge bar, and on the opening of the next bar was my entry point. So after I see the cross, I take 16.6% from the whole position that I'm planning. And for the purpose of this course, I selected to use one complete Bitcoin, so it will be easier for you to understand the calculations. Alright, now this is my first entry. After I see the failure of the recent low, this is very important. If there is no failure of the recent low, I will not look at the exponential moving averages at all. Okay, I see the failure of the recent low, then this is the sign, the warning for me to look for the first trade. Now the second trade comes with 33.3% from the Bitcoin, and this is the cross of the counter trend line. Now ideally I am looking for impulsive break, for impulsive cross. And what we call impulsive break is when we have a long candle that closes on the top and we are looking for a gap and a high volume. You can see that with the current candlestick there is a gap. So having a gap makes the break more aggressive, more impulsive, and high volume normally is connected to the long candles. Alright, so the 2 most important things are to have the long bar and this long bar to close on extreme or to close on the top. Okay, so we don't want to see bar which will pull back and then the next bar will open and we will have the spike. Alright, but one more time, these 4 things the long bar which closes on extreme, the gap and the high volume are the ideal case that we are looking for. Not every break will be with these 4 parameters. Alright, now let me look for some examples. I think we had one example when we were looking at the daily chart, when we were building the support and resistance levels. Where was that? Let me just go back a little bit. Alright, over here. This is a very good example here. When the price broke this level of 5,000, we have impulsive break. This day it was a very long candle, probably one of the longest so far. You can see from about 4,800 till 5,400, okay, like $600 at this moment is a huge move, and it broke this level. The bar closed on extreme, it didn't pull back, and we have a really long candle, a lot of volume at this day. And here it is really hard for me to say if there was a gap or not really visual, but one more time, the 4 are like the ideal case which we are looking for. And if you look at the Bitcoin, there are many other examples where we have impulsive breaks, like this one over here, this one over here, and it depends really on the level. But Bitcoin is definitely an asset that offers us such impulsive breaks. Let me remove these counter trend lines that I used as example. Alright, so let me go back now to the hourly chart, and one more time I will show you what I want to see with the break of the counter trend line. I would be happy to see an impulsive break of it, and when the price breaks, I will be entering with 33.3, or in our case that would be 0.333 Bitcoins, okay? And I will have totally half Bitcoin as open position. This is my second trade. Ideally, one more time we are looking for impulsive break. If it's not impulsive, still I get into the trade, but if the price reverses, there is a huge chance that this was a fake entry, and if I don't see an impulsive break, I normally close the trade and I wait for the impulsive break. Now here what I want to see is that the price will touch one more time this counter trend line, which will make it more important for me and for the market, and then it will break impulsively. Now the third entry is with 50%, and it comes on the break of the recent high, which at this point is this one over here. Alright, so when the price breaks this level here of 8,116 or something like that, I will zoom it a little bit to see exactly where is the level. So it is the level of 8,115. Normally I will place a line just a little bit more at 8,120, and I will wait the price to break this level in order to enter there. And this will be the third entry, which will be with the other 50%. Alright, so let me place one horizontal line over there, and I will be waiting for that level. I will just make it a little bit longer line, and I will zoom it to make sure I place it on the right spot. Make sure always to zoom and to place the lines on the right place. This is very important, and especially with the Bitcoin, it could be $10 to $15 difference if you don't place it precisely. Okay, here it is. So this is the level I am waiting for the third entry. One more time, the first entry comes when the 8 and 21 exponential moving averages cross. Then the second one is the break of the counter trend line. Ideally, one more time, we are looking for the impulsive break. So in this case, I would really love to see the price retesting the line, going a little bit down, and then entering on a better price. And with an impulsive break, if it breaks this recent high, which is actually very close level, if it happens during the next hours, I will be entering right here. If the price continues a little bit more sideways, then the break of the counter trend line would be even on a better price, but the third entry will be at this level at 8,117. We said here was 15, and I will try to enter at 8,120, just a little bit higher to make sure that the price will not touch it and go down, because already this is an important level, guys. So I want to see the price breaking it. Even it breaks at 8,120, I will be glad to enter at 8,130 or even 40. Alright, because one more time, this level is important. The sellers at this level were strong enough not to allow the price to go higher, and the buyers got weaker, so I am expecting again resistance on this level. Even I didn't consider it as an important level. Looking at the historical chart, this is the most recent high, which might actually have impact on the price. Alright guys, so these are the 3 entries. This is how I diversify the risk. I have already one position open from over here, and with the next lectures I will show you where I have my stop loss and the take profit. Thank you for watching. Cheers.